Hey, I stopped doing black smoky eyes, and this burgundy one will make your eyes pop in just 10 minutes. And this is our favorite part, before and after. Turn on your language in the settings and let's begin. First things first, the frame, eyebrows. I'm going to use this marker from Benefit in the perfect olive tone. Let's do hair-like strokes to imitate fluffy but still slightly defined brows. Any makeup looks better with a great brows. We can open up the lid space or create a lift. Don't skip brow makeup. I'm doing very light strokes, filling in on the gaps, especially at the tail, and as soon as I get the general shape, I go to the bottom line and make it a bit sharper. I feel like this will work perfectly for today's eye look. Do the same on the other brow. Start with the tail, then follow the lower line, and I'm making the brow slightly wider to visually shorten the distance of my hooded lid, just to balance everything out. And at the front, I keep the strokes light and airy to keep that fluffy effect. Next, a very light skin tint, as I promised in my review. So they say to shake it first, totally fine, it's a face tint, we just need to mix the formula. And I'm applying directly to the face today. This is not a classic foundation, so think of it as a water plus pigment. It's much easier for beginners, and you can always build it up if needed. I blend it into the skin using circle motions, so it really melts in and looks like skin. Just slightly better. Some products will absorb into the brush, and that's normal. With the classic foundation formulas, I usually work from the back of my hand. You probably know that. And look at this finish. It's not dewy, it's very natural. I'm not setting it with a powder or anything. It's like your skin. I would say velvet, but not flat matte. And you can also apply just a few dots and blend. It looks beautiful for a true no makeup look. Since the focus is on the eyes, I adding a bit more to make the canvas look cleaner. I also apply a light layer on the lids and under the eyes. It looks so good and I love the feeling, perfect for dry and combination skin type. For oily skin, I would apply concealer in the center and lightly set with a powder. And don't forget to remove any leftover face tint from the lips before applying lip products. Otherwise, that white base can settle into the corners and crease later. Then I go in with a very subtle lip gloss. I choose one with a red-brown tone to tie the lips and the eye makeup together. And look at this, the cutest little golden bee on the cap. So cute. I've actually been looking for a Dior lip oil for a while, but I couldn't find my favorite color. And I heard they slightly changed the formula, so I was a bit hesitant to try the new version. And then one of the girls in the store recommended this one, so it's my first time trying it, and I can already tell it's basically the same, even the applicator. I love this one, so happy I found it. Thank you so much to the girl in the store, you made my day. And look at this glow. I love how it feels. It's like a thicker oil, but not sticky. Soft, smooth, and juicy. Exactly how I want it. And important, it doesn't smell or taste bad. It has a light tint, but mostly enhances your natural lip color. And next time, I think I'll go for something a bit more pink for some looks. Next, blush. And then we move on to the eyes. Shake it well. It's water-based too. I love using products with the same base, especially when I'm in a rush, because they melt into each other perfectly. No patches, no uneven spots. Love it. And also, I picked a beetroot shade, which I don't really have in my collection. So it looks a little scary, I know, but trust me. Again, it's water-based, so it's very easy to build up or tone down using what's left from the face tint. I apply it with my fingertips and place it on the apple of the cheeks and blend it slightly lower than usual. Since we are doing a smoky eye, I want to balance it with a more playful blush placement, almost like a soft boyfriend blush. And honestly, it's almost impossible to overdo it here. Because of the texture, it gives a very subtle, natural flush. You don't really see the texture on the skin at all. And look at this. Once it sets, it stays, and no need to worry about the color disappearing throughout the day. Love it. And now let's move on to the eyes, my favorite part. How to define any eye color and make it pop. Just use a burgundy shade, eyeliner or eyeshadow, it doesn't matter, and you can stop at any stage. This makeup will look gorgeous even if you just apply it as a tight line or a soft eyeliner and just finish with a mascara. I'll show you a few different options. Pick your favorite and just play with it. Everyone seems a bit tired of the no makeup trend from my last video, so today we are playing. Start by applying it along the upper waterline, focusing between the lashes. And this instantly makes your eye color stand out more. And I'll explain why. It's color theory, and we all know opposite colors enhance each other, but it's more complex than just red and green are opposites, and it depends on undertones, warm or cool red, olive or blue-green tones. There are so many layers to it, and this burgundy shade sits right in the perfect balance. When applied, it looks like a deep wine with a soft brown undertone. When blended, it transforms into a berry tone. The texture is creamy, and that's key. You want something you can smudge and then set with a eyeshadow or even powder. There is also a slightly purple undertone, which makes it feel more mysterious and especially flattering for brown eyes. It's not a harsh red that makes eyes look tired or irritated. It's soft, rich, and elegant. I blend it with a small synthetic brush for the most seamless finish. And then I bring it slightly onto the lower waterline too, just to show how much you can play with it. Then this monochromatic approach is a huge trend right now. Eyes, lips, cheeks, mascara, everything the same color story, but wearable. Of course, you can also stop just at the upper lid if you want something more subtle, and that color alone already looks perfect. Then I extend the blend slightly outward to elongate the eye and actually make it appear bigger. And this soft smoked liner instantly lifts the shape. Love it. Now I'm adding a touch of gold on the lids to complement the earrings. If you're more into silver, go for a silver shimmer instead. I apply it with a tapping motion, so it stays light, just a subtle glow, not full metallic. And the focus is still the burgundy liner. And look at how it catches the light. I'm obsessed. You can honestly use any highlighter or shimmer you already have. Then I take a berry toned eyeshadow, or you can use blushes, and press it over the blended pencil. I make sure everything is fully set, so it doesn't transfer onto the hooded area. I blend gradually, apply, blend, apply again and again blend. Always do horizontal motion. I also clean the lower edge, soften the wing with my fingertip and control the shape. I don't want it dragged too far out toward the temples. For lashes, I go in with a burgundy mascara to keep the monochrome effect. Black works too, but this adds something special. It separates lengths and gives the soft tinted effect. From afar, it looks brown, but in sunlight, it turns burgundy and makes the eyes pop even more. I start at the roots, wiggling the wand, and then build up the length gradually. I also add a bit on the lower lashes when I want a more open eye effect, especially with eyeliner. But if I want a cleaner, lifted look, I usually skip these lower lashes and keep everything elongated outward instead of rounded. Final step, clean under the eyes, remove any fallout, sharpen the shape and lift the eye. I always remove any downward blending and reapply slightly lower first. So everything blends upward seamlessly and stays lifted. And here's the final result. I love how the burgundy completely changes the mood of the face. It's soft but still powerful. It's not trying too hard, but it still makes a statement. And the best part is you can control it. You can keep it minimal with just tight line and mascara, or you can build it up into a full soft smoky moment like this. That's what I love about makeup like this. It's not one fixed result. It's a language and you can speak it softly or a little louder, depending on your mood. Tell me in the comments, do you feel like burgundy tones make your eyes look brighter and more defined, or do you still prefer classic black for definition? And why? I really want to understand how you see it, because for me, black can sometimes feel a bit harsh, especially in daylight, while burgundy feels like it melts into the eye color and enhances it instead of blocking it. And also tell me your eye color. I want to see if you've ever tried this kind of shade and what it does for you. Blue, green, brown, hazel. I feel like everyone gets a slightly different effect, and that's the fun part. If you recreate this look, tag me. I really want to see your version because I feel like no two eyes will look the same with the same technique. And I loved it. And that's it from me today. Thank you for being here with me, for watching, and for creating together with me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!